I'm here today walking along the Don Valley trails, and up above me over there is the Bloor Viaduct. It's actually technically called the Prince Edward Viaduct, named after Prince Edward at the time, who later became King Edward. But anyway, nobody here actually calls it that. We call it the Bloor Viaduct. Basically, that's the name of the street that it runs on. It's a bridge that spans across this river called the Don River, which is a river that divides the west and the east side of Toronto. It also, as you can maybe hear or see behind me, is where the subway line, or one of the main subway lines, runs across, that also connects the west and the east side of Toronto. It's interesting because Toronto has this divide kind of between the east and the west side, although nobody can ever really agree on exactly what the boundary is. Some people think it's Yonge Street, and some people actually think it's the Don River. And from my perspective, I see this bridge as kind of the division, the boundary between east and west. And the reason is, before the bridge was built, the east side of the city across on the other side of the Don River was really sparsely populated. It really also wasn't economically developed. And after the bridge was built, a lot changed. I live on the east side, and I actually then ride my bike across it every single day to go to work. The bridge was built back in 1915, and the subway deck was then built almost 50 years later. But actually for almost 100 years, up until 2003, this bridge was most well known, actually, unfortunately, for being the second most fatal bridge in North America. It actually totaled about 400 suicides per year due to the amount of people that would jump over that bridge. And it was only second to the Golden Gates Bridge in San Francisco. So in 2003, the city actually ended up building this metal rail across the edge of the bridge. It's called the Luminous Veil, and it consists of a series of cantilevering metal poles with densely packed steel cables suspended between them, making it impossible for anyone to either climb over or jump over the edge of the bridge. So since 2003, the death toll of this particular bridge has actually been 0. But for me, it's still, every single day that I ride across the bridge, I still think about this history, and I still think about the people across this city who suffer from mental illness, and I think about the lives every year that this particular illness claims, and I think about the people who I know in my life that this has affected, and unfortunately whose lives have been taken because of it. For me, this bridge, it represents this physical boundary between two sides of the city, but it also represents this psychological boundary between people and society. So I don't really know exactly what to think of it. It's obviously something that is an unfortunate part of our history, but I think it's important for us to remember, and I think it's important for us to think about and to do what we can to help those around us today. This video was a response to the art assignment video Boundaries, presented by artist Zawahiri Abdalian. You can click here to watch the original assignment video and perhaps create a response of your own. Till next time.